because we know Eli is ready to go. Kickoff here. Who will represent the Rams in January? It is going to be young Colin getting the ball first as the kick is away, and we thank you guys hanging out with us. Hour number 2 of NFC West action. Let's get to know these players a little better, starting off with young Colin, only 20 years old, Penn State Nittany Lion, active student. He was the Madden 20 Browns Club runner-up, and if I remember correctly, that Browns champion's pretty good at the game of Madden.
Yeah, you know, it's not too bad when you take an L to the Madden Bowl champion joke. So Colin's a very good player. Man, he said he's been more relaxed. He said he hasn't had to stress over school as much, so he's been focused on Madden because of the COVID situation. So he's going to be prepared. He's going to be locked in.
Taking a look at his player to watch, somebody to keep an eye on. Throughout this game against Eli, for Colin, it's all about that Taylor Mays. I think he's on everybody's team, but he's got strip specialist on him. Yeah,
when I talked to him last night, he specifically told me this Taylor Mays was his most important ability because of that strip specialist. He feels like if he can get one fumble throughout the game, it's going to allow him to get the victory.
On the flip side, the former Rams club champion himself and might be soon to be Jack in the Box spokesperson. It is Eli, 30 years old, from Los Angeles, California. He was that Rams club champion back in Madden 19, $10,000 in career earnings. TD, he's a veteran of the game.
Yeah, he's just a really good player. There's no other way to say it. He's going to blitz heavy on defense, but he told me if he plays good on offense, he's going to come away with the victory.
Taking a look at his player to watch, a man who was had a pretty good battle last night with Ocho Cinco. Derwin James out there with Acrobat.
Yeah, and you're going to see Eli blitz heavy, so he's going to use that Derwin James a good amount of time. So when he's blitzing so many guys, he's going to need that Acrobat ability to make some plays with his user, maybe get a nice pick six that can catapult him to a victory.
Young versus old. These are two guys who, listen, Colin may only be 20 years old, TD, but you saw he's got experience last year, coming up just a game short, losing to Joe in the Browns Club Championship. And this is a guy, when you talk to people in the Madden community, he's one of the bright young stars in the game of Madden that's looking for his chance to shine.
Yeah, he's really that guy that has that potential so much. Everyone really looks at him as a rising star. So if he's able to take this victory today, it's really going to do a lot for him. And I think he's going to become a household name if he gets this job done.
TD, how hungry do you think Eli/Nene/Big Bully EB is to get back on the top and be a club champion once again?
Yeah, man, he's super hungry. He told me last night in the interview that he's just fired up. He's got a lot of motivation behind him. You know, his family's going to be watching. You know, he's got 2 daughters. He wanted to shout out his wife, so he's going to be ready to go.
1st and 10, right side. Oh, what a catch! Big play to kick things off. It's Darren Waller inside the 20-yard line, down to the 18. One play, had out 55 yards, far to Waller.
Darren Waller with that tight end route apprentice, and you're going to see Eli's going to be in this heavy man-to-man cover 0 blitz, and you see it on the first play. Darren Waller just absolutely torches that man-to-man, and he gets a huge play to start.
And what, TD, if I'm not mistaken, is Colin's looking to make 8-1-8, 3-0 so far in clubs.
Yeah, you know, there's a lot of crew bragging rights going on with TNC, NFA, EMB, so it's going to be a battle all club championship season.
You put NFA up there second because you forgot them yesterday, didn't you?
Yep.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
You know me well. I forgot all about them. Is there anyone else I'm missing too? Well, actually, we got to shout out the Big Bully crew. They're going to be rooting for their guy, Eli. Eli wanted me to shout out the Big Bully crew. They're going to be cheering him on as well.
What about Earl Squad? I don't know if that's an actual crew, but I think it will be soon.
It's a one-man wrecking crew is what it is.
Let's go, man. Come on.
3rd down and 10. Boy, I got to say, those Rams jerseys are crispy. Those are some nice jerseys. 3rd and 10. Mostert in motion. Out of that trips tight end formation. Brett Favre.
Come on.
Stepping up in the pocket. How about a curl route? And he's got him. It's Reggie Bush down to the 4-yard line.
Yeah, Colin's a very talented offensive player. You see a curl route, smart routed out of the backfield at Reggie Bush. I think it was an option route that you can smart route. Just something you don't see a lot of. And he's able to lowball that to that backfield master. And that's why you get that backfield master. It's a nice catch, and now he's in business at the 4-yard line.
Well, last game we saw a 19-play drive to kick things off. This one a little quicker. First and goal from the 4.
Come on,
First down, it is going to be Reggie Bush, and he will walk into the end zone. Touchdown for young Colin, starting the game off on the right foot.
You couldn't ask for a better drive to start the game for young Colin. He said he's going to be more relaxed. He's at home, chilling in his room, no stress, no live event. He said last year it was really his first live event. There was a lot of pressure. He says it might have got to him a little bit, but now he has no pressure. He feels relaxed, and you could see it on that first drive.
For the first time, we get to see the Madden 19 Rams Club champion, Eli, on offense. What do you expect to see from him offensively?
I can't lie, man. Watching Eli play offense is a lot of fun. You're going to see this guy in all single back, which you never see a lot, especially passing heavy. He's a pass heavy player. You're going to see single back trio. You're going to see single back wide trips. It's a very fun offense to watch, and you can really learn a lot because he is so unique, but he's so effective with it.
Yeah, TD, a lot of people in the chat, a lot of people on Twitter say, man, it's not possible to pass out of single back right now. Eli's looking to show those rumors what for and become a Rams Club champion running that passing offense.
Yeah, ever since Eli's been on the circuit, which has probably been about 5 years now, he's always in single back. That is what he's comfortable with. I remember when I had to prepare for him in Madden 19, it was a lot. You know, I had to mix up coverages versus him. He's very difficult to game plan for. He's going to be in that run balance offensive playbook.
First and 10. This is Y off trio? Julio in motion. Joe Montana at the helm. Oh, it's picked off the throw out of sack, and the big man in the middle. It's Jackson with the interception. 2 games, TD. We've had 2 interceptions, less than a foot from the line.
Oh, man, that throw out of sack. A lot of people feel some type of way about that, and you see Colin. But Colin did have a great lurk. Regardless, the lurk he did on those post routes was phenomenal. And then he comes away with a lucky pick, but he'll take it 7 days out of the week.
It was scary. Holy fuck. Relax,
TD, you said some people feel a way about that. What way do they feel about throw out of sack? Is it like a positive way?
You know, not exactly a positive way.
Or is it like, oh, it's like homework on winter break.
Oh.
Got it.
Yep.
2nd and 13. Favre. Over the middle. He's got it. That's Reggie Bush. That's the tough part about this Madden so far, TD, is because of the offensive flexibility, you're seeing more running backs at wide receiver, and Bush and Mostert especially, they are so tough to line up against.
You can tell Colin has a great game plan going, and he knows that Eli is in this cover zero. He's motioning out his running back, forcing Eli to have to manually guard that running back, which opens up everything else. I love the game plan I'm seeing right now from Colin.
3rd and 7.
He said, go, release. No, I got hit.
Oh,
I just got lucky.
He got 1 second. He gets the catch.
Oh my God.
And Waller is going to pick up a first down.
Man.
The throw out of the sack, Juju, is with young Colin right now.
We just talked so bad about the throw out of sacks, and now it benefits Colin. So Colin, it doesn't matter if he's on offense or defense. His throw out of sack is his best friend right now.
Throw out of sack, it's hot and it's cold, it's yes and it's all over the place. How about Reggie Bush to the outside, to the 5, out of bounds to 2.
Yeah, Nick, you know, sometimes you need a little luck, you need a little magic, you need things to go your way if you want to win a Madden tournament. So far, it's going Colin's way.
What am I doing? Can I shoot this? I'll find out.
The goal line. Hand off to Henry. Good stop. It's going to be 3rd and goal.
You know, you can see Eli look so defeated right now, and it's tough because you can't get the emotions get to you. You're getting unlucky, but you're still in this game. If you hold the door right here, you're still in it. He's got to stay alive.
Come on.
He's reaching for it. He's fighting for it. His into the end zone. Reggie Bush, 6 foot 205, and he used every ounce of himself to get into the end zone.
Yeah, man, there's that reach for it. Another good try. You know, I got to admit, though, Colin is getting things going his way right now. If you're Eli, you got to bounce back.
2 picks. 1 should have been for 6.
And Eli with a little bit of a chuckle.
Oh, just get one more stop, please.
TD, when you're in this sort of game, is this a game if you're Eli? Are you feeling,
See if you can
I guess, defeated, or are you feeling okay because you realize that you've I don't want to say he's been cheated, but he's certainly had the luck not on his side.
Yeah, I mean, I think he feels defeated, but knowing Eli, I think he feels a little more loose now. Like I think he's just gonna play. He's gonna ball out. He's gonna just try to get something going. It's obviously what he's been going through right now is not ideal, but he's gonna bounce back the way I think he will.
Here's the real question. I know we're only a quarter into this game, but I gotta ask you, TD, who's luckier, Wesley or Colin right now?
I don't know, man, but Colin is getting the luck on his side. But so far, a good drive going right here by Eli. You see him looking over, shaking his head.
Can block it. Come on.
How about a sack? L'Jarius Sneed, the rookie.
Yeah, bringing
So it looks like you
that's
prepare for the
that's
user
that
rush.
user rush right there. And then it got picked up, but someone else was able to come free. And he's back in that 3-3-5 wide. This 3-3-5 wide is so good because you can play a lot of coverage defense with it, but you can also bring that heat, bring that turbo rush up the A-gap.
2nd and 16.
Please just don't let me get bombed.
Colin trying to get that Wesley base luck going again.
Oh my God, no.
Nice pass underneath. Here's Vernon Davis. Boy, we haven't heard a lot from Vernon Davis today. Yesterday, he was the star of the show.
Yeah, nice play right there. That's what happens when you bring that turbo rush. But Colin, I like what Colin did there. It was a 2nd and 17. It was long. You know, you can give up a drag right there. Now it's still a difficult 3rd and 9. Expect him to go back to the coverage defense.
3rd and 9. Montana stepping up. He's got some room, trying to show off some wheels. Looks like he's going to pick up 8. It's going to be 4th and a yard, and Eli quickly back to the line.
Big play here. I think he's going to go to the air still. He might run a zone weak out of this trio.
Get off the block! Come on!
Red ball! A shed on the outside. The door slammed by young Colin.
Young Colin looking dominant. A little luck on his side, but right there, phenomenal defense. He's able to hold the door on the stretch. I don't like the stretch call. I would like to see a dive or a zone weak, but now Colin up 14-0 and in great field position.
Bush right side, picking up 4.
Reggie Bush fighting, but Saquon can't, for sure.
It's been all Colin here in the first half.
Let me scoot through there. Can make him
Bush
miss.
will pick up 3. Gotta love
Right,
Colin after
shading up
everything that's
every
gone
play.
his way here in the
He
first
shades up
half.
right
He's still begging for a little more. He's saying, Bush, come on, man. Fight
Or he's
forward a little
pressing.
more.
I don't know if he's
Oh
shading
man,
up
when you're in a
or
game like this, you want all the luck to go your way. You don't care at all. 3rd and 4 here. He's going to go to the air. Look for Eli to bring the heat out of that double A gap. It's going to be a cover 0 blitz.
3rd down and 4.
Come on! This game is
Laser,
over.
that's scary. Terry to the house. Put your floaties on. We've got a flood here in the first half. Young Colin up 20-0.
Young Colin, 20 years old, with the laser right there to take the lead, 21-0, blowing this thing open. And that's the thing if you're Eli. He lives and dies by that double A gap. And sometimes you're vulnerable over the top in that cover 0, and Colin does a great job taking advantage on that deep post.
21-0. TD, you're an old school guy. You're an OG. 21 Skunks not in play today.
Yeah, me growing up, 21, and then you get a stop. So, like, say if Eli gets stopped right here, in the old school days, the game would be over. So we don't play like that anymore, but there's still time here. There's plenty of time. You're only in the 2nd quarter. I know you haven't looked great. You've had some luck go against you, but you got to fight that adversity. You got to bounce back. Let's see what he can do.
His tight end every play. Come on! He can't move.
If I remember correctly, I believe the football game earlier this year, I believe Noah was down 21-0 after the first quarter. He got the message, came back and won that
I'm
game.
lagging, bro.
Still plenty of time.
See if he can do it. Let's see if he can do it. You see Colin with those 2 under pressures, definitely helping him out on the defensive line.
Just
On
make
left side, little
I just
move back
lagged and he
inside.
ran.
Again, 15 yards.
I like the play call right there by Eli. You know, settle the nerves down, get that stretch, get a big chunk play. You need a chunk play You know, you need a few of them now, but I like the play call. Get yourself a nice first down and now get back to work.
Right there. Yep, just make tackles. Just make tackles.
Right side, it's McLaurin.
I'll give up 3-0 now. Every single
2-minute warning. Yeah, safe to say, TD, if Eli's going to have a chance, he needs a touchdown on this drive.
Yeah, he needs a touchdown on this drive. Still time, but you can't get held here. The game is pretty much over if you go down 21-0 at half.
Give me it! Oh, strip specialist, come on! I need that one.
So Nick, this is the problem. This is the problem with running an under center offense. You're so vulnerable to the user rush. We saw it yesterday with Monster versus Pavin. It's just so hard to pick up that blitz if you're not in shotgun, and Colin's taking advantage of it a lot.
Yeah, it was coming.
There's that curl route. He's got him. First down for Eli.
Yeah, nice dot. There's that curl route. I like the play call. You got to space out this zone defense. He does just that. He's going to use some motion hand McLaurin in the slot.
Why is Ricky going off like this?
He's got him over the middle of the field, but he'll have to throw this one away.
Oh, my God. I upgraded
right
my
side of the line, not holding up.
Wow.
Yeah, you hear Eli saying, why is Ricky coming off like that? He does have that under pressure ability, able to help him get in there a little bit better, and it's really causing havoc right now for Eli's offensive line.
Buck 19 to go in the first half, second and 10. There's the user rush, and it's Taylor Mays, second sack of the game.
There goes that man again, back to the turbo rush, right up the A-gap. Like I said, single back, so hard to guard it. We're going to have to see Eli make some adjustments because the heat is coming again on this 3rd and 15.
3rd and 15. They'll throw to the wheel route. That's Saquon. As Saquon will get past the 50 to the 48-yard line. It's going to be a 4th and 4. Nice play there from Eli to make it a 4th and short.
Yeah, good recognition, good chunk play to get back in it. But this is your ball game, Nick. You've got to convert this to stay alive. If you go down 21-0 without ball, it's going to be very difficult to stop. I would expect Colin to play some coverage. Let's see what Eli can cook up.
How about a laser? How about a laser? How about Stephon Diggs to the end zone? Eli's on the board.
Eli showing heart, showing that fight, a laser over the top. He recognized that he was playing down in coverage. It was a blown coverage, lobs it over the top, and he shows that fight. He's back in it.
You look over to the right, that heartbeat monitor, he's still alive. Not flatline yet. That was a big play.
Why didn't I run 1-4? Just run 1-4.
You know, Nick, the one thing I do want to say is about Colin, he has all the talent in the world, but I think sometimes, and even since the start of the game, like, he's been just upset at himself the whole game. Like, you wouldn't think he's winning the way he's been acting. You know what I mean? I think he needs to just calm down a little bit. I noticed this last year, too, in the Browns Club Series. And it's not easy. Obviously, the nerves and all that stuff are playing, but I think he just, you know, gets a little worked up, and he just needs to calm down a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, he's up 21-7. He's in a good spot.
Bush left side.
Block next time, please.
And it looks like both players will be comfortable going to halftime. 21 unanswered to start the game for young Colin. He'll take a timeout. He's going to run one more play here in the first half. But TD, as you mentioned, it's a long game. The game of Madden, especially here in Madden 21. In Madden 20, this game might have been over. But in Madden 21, a 14-point deficit is certainly one you can come back from.
So he's ready for
Great point, great point. And Nick, we saw yesterday all passers pretty much won. I mean, Turbo Jeff is, I guess, is balanced, but the other three guys were all passers that won. So it's very different from Madden 20 for sure.
Okay.
It is going to be Eli getting the ball to start the second half, and that is critical for the comeback hopes of the formerly Nene, formerly Big Bully EB, now with government name Eli. He'll take it up past the 15 to the 17-yard line. It looked like it was going to be a runaway, but it is not. Eli still in this ball game, 21-7. Young Colin, though, with a dominant offensive performance. Both these players trying to represent the Rams in January, but how about another one of these custom trophies? Boy, how nice is that one from the Rams? A custom trophy to put on the trophy case. One you're gonna be able to tell stories about for years. Plus, by the way, you know, $5,000. That's not bad. And a reminder that our champions are not the only ones who can be winners today. Make sure you go to rams.com/Madden21 to register for your chance to win a Jalen Ramsey Core Elite card. Jump in there soon. Supplies are limited, so make sure to sign up for your chance to win the Jalen Ramsey Core Elite card. Second half upcoming here in the Madden 21 Rams Club Championship, presented by Jack in the Box. And TD, for Eli, this drive upcoming, this is your ball game. You need points. You need I'm safe to say you need a touchdown.
Yeah, this is really critical. That touchdown drive, honestly, before half was really important, because now if he can go down and get 7 within this third quarter, he's back in the ball game. So, you know, Eli, he's not going to quit. He's a fighter, so I expect him to stay alive in this game. Let's see what he can do. I expect Colin to bring more of that turbo rush, by the way, too.
You're the happiest guy ever.
Montana, wheel route. That has been the route that's picked him up the most yards. Saquon Barkley, a former Penn State Nittany Lion, going against the current Nittany Lion in young Colin.
Yep. And I like what Eli's doing now. He's finding a way to pick up that turbo rush. And if he's able to do that, he's going to have so many things open, especially in the middle of the field. So he needs to continue to be able to pick up that turbo rush, have some patience in there, and make a good read.
They're down at 6. A little single back trio. He's got Diggs, McLaurin, and Julio at wide receiver. And it's Montana dropping back, 3-man rush. Oh, pancake on the right side. But even when the line holds up, a bad decision. It's Taylor Mays with the pick. Taylor Mays has his eyes on 6 to the house for young Colin. The defense putting up points.
What a lurk by young Colin, and he takes it to the house, shows off a little stick work to bounce to the outside. Just a great lurk right there, and that's exactly what you did not want to happen if you're Eli.
28-7. When I said he needed to throw a touchdown on this first drive, I don't think I specified enough. It can't be to the other team.
I've been so impressed. I've been so impressed, Nick, with Colin's defensive sticker. Look at this user. Look at that lurk. He bites on the post route, comes back on that route. He's able to pick it, and then a nice little swerve here to the outside, get away from everyone. But, man, I'm super impressed with Colin's stick work, especially his lurk on the defensive side.
Come on.
Montana sacked Devin McCourty this time. Body language can tell a lot. Tyler Davis, Eli looking absolutely defeated.
He does. It looks like he seems a little boxed right now. Gonna go to the stretch, try to get a little chunk play. Nice call.
There's Barkley at the 41-yard line. .320 to go. 2 more club finals coming up. TD, I can't wait. We got Beast Mode Mac and Free the Penguins in Arizona, and Kiv and D-Croft in Seattle. What a way to finish the night.
Yeah, 2 main events right there. I'm just fired up for those games. I'm super impressed with Colin. Like I said, you know, it seems like, oh, nice play right there, though.
Julio's open. It ain't over yet. Fat lady's not singing. Eli's to the house.
Eli just refuses to give up. He's staying alive, barely, but he's staying alive. He's got to come up with a stop now on defense, but a phenomenal dot right there, the crossing route. Colin just kind of a blown coverage, had no one on him. He's able to turn that into a big touchdown.
Little did you know that Eli's actually going to change his name next year for Madden 22. He will change his name to John Cena because he never gives up. Shout out to all you wrestling fans.
I'm going to have to drive down the field. This is scary. Very scary.
Julio over the top.
Gonna have to
and Eli is still alive. Stop there on first down.
Yeah, Eli, like I said, he lives and dies by this nickel double A gap, and he's found a way to stop the run out of it, but Colin has really darted him pretty well out of this. You see that motion, that really messes up Eli's adjustments. The heat is coming, but it's a cover 0, so he's going to have things open over the top if he has some time.
2nd and 10. Here comes the heat. There's a little mid-blitz it looked like, but Bush makes the catch, picks up the first down to the 35.
Going with that cover 0, and this is what Colin's doing. So Eli wants to hover with his safety bringing that heat so a guy can come free off the edge. And with Colin motioning out his running back like that, Eli has to follow him or he'll be wide open. So it's really a chess match going on right now. I love what Colin's doing.
Stretch the push, great tackle.
Oh, we need to stop, y'all.
Talk about one of the changes, TD. We mentioned the patch that recently came out. One of the big adjustments was outside zone and stretch plays getting nerfed.
And we've seen that all the last 2 days, all tournament long.
The crosser,
stretch is really bad. And once again, if you're Colin, you look like a surgeon out here versus cover 0. I mean, he's not having any issues at all. It's when he goes down to the run that Eli has some defense for it. So big 3rd and 5 if you're Eli. You got to find a way to get a stop, especially maybe a turnover.
3rd down and 5.
Let me get this play off.
And timeout taken by Colin. Remember, 8-1-8. 2-0 yesterday. We had Turbo Jeff and Pobbin both into the next round. They're looking to go 3-0 with young Colin. They've got another 8-1-8 member coming up. Young Kiv later tonight. 8-1-8's looking to be dominant right now.
Come on, bomb! Bombs away.
Over the top. There's that man, Scary Terry to the 17-yard line on 3rd and 4. Give him 40.
Man, Colin is a surgeon out here versus this man-to-man defense. And Colin has that threat detector ability, so he knows if he's blitzing or not. So every time Eli blitzes, Colin knows it, so he makes the proper adjustments. And then every time he's in coverage, he sends out more routes. So that threat detector ability, Colin did say, was one of his most important, and it's paid dividends for him.
No turnover.
They just let him score in 2 bombs. Play defense.
That should be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Force up in the chat. 5 minutes away from naming a Rams club champion, and young Colin in prime position, up 28-14.
He's looking good. Right here, you want to just, if you're Colin, you might just want to run the ball a few times, because if you kick a field goal, you're up 17. It's almost as good as a touchdown because it's still 3 possessions, and getting that clock turned down a little bit is what is most important right now.
Ty, we talked about young Colin. We said how, he's looking for that respect. He's looking to be known as not only a great Madden player, but, he's not the 5th, 6th guy on 8-1-8. This is somebody who can compete. This is quite the way to make your stake in the Madden community, because Eli very well respected as a Madden player.
Yeah, this would be a big win for young Colin to put on that resume. To be able to beat Eli, who's a savvy veteran, who's very tournament tested, to beat him in a finals, to get in the final 32 would be a huge win for the young man's resume.
Utilizing all this clock, we'll go under 4 to go. Ball is down, kick is up, it is good. 31-14 the score. Here's the question, this is one that I don't even know the answer to, TD. How old do you get when you have to drop the young from your name? I mean, he's 20. He's a young guy. He's a 30-year-old man. I'm sitting here, and everyone is young in the game of Madden, it feels like. But I do wonder, like with Kiv, now Colin, like when do we have to drop that young out of there?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I would think when you pass like 25, you're considered almost an old head. But I mean, Lil Wayne's still Lil Wayne. So I'm trying to think if there's a young someone. I don't know.
I mean, Bow Wow dropped Lil Bow Wow when I think he was like 16. I think he just became Bow Wow. One of the truly great musicians of our time, by the way. Bow Wow doesn't get enough credit. Right side of the 26, give him 9.
I love that possession that we just saw from Colin. I mean, just to use some of that clock, you were cool at taking the 3. It's almost as good as the touchdown. Get on defense and force Eli to work his way down the field and use this clock.
2nd and 1. There's Vernon. Vernon Davis to the 42-yard line. No quit from Eli. 3:39 left in this ballgame.
Such a popular concept we saw last year was that delay fade. You don't see it as much this year, but Eli utilizing it there, going to it. You're going to see Colin stay in a lot of coverage defense right here. So I would expect Eli to send a lot of routes out there, try to make some plays happen.
Just let me get one.
Montana in trouble. Down goes Joe Javon Curse.
Let me get one more.
He was another one of these players that was released relatively early in the calendar and still on a lot of people's squads.
Yeah, there's a few valuable guys like that. Isaiah Simmons as well. But every time that Colin goes to coverage, Eli does well versus him. Except right there, the blitz. I was gonna say that every time Colin goes to the blitz, Eli struggles. But a nice read right there, quick slant over the middle, great dot by Eli.
Third and short. Underneath, there's that. Did people underestimate how good this Julio was? I know people looked at that deep route running number and they weren't happy with that. But this Julio's been making plays.
Yeah, and a lot of guys got that route tech on him, so it helps him run sharper. He's always got that size. Definitely a good guard.
It's not in the hard. Stu keeps trying to.
Yo, Ricky.
Down goes Ricky Jackson again. He has been mauling the right side of that line.
Yeah, you see those outside linebackers. They're just coming at him. He's usually putting his DNs in zones. It's a very interesting defense, and Eli does not have an answer for it. Nice dot, though. So now if you're Eli, you might think about taking your 3 here because you're still going to need 2 touchdowns regardless. It's tough, man. The clock is really going against you.
Under pressure.
Under pressure and accurate. I feel like this is a situation where if it was a 2-score game, it was a 10-point lead, you'd kick your 3, but you still need an onside kick either way.
Yeah, it's tough, man. You're gonna need an onside kick probably too.
Hey, a throw out a sack went Eli's way. He picks up the first down.
Yeah, he really needs a touchdown like on this next play to even have a 1% chance. So you got to go to the end zone on this play.
Showed the user rush. He'll drop back. Nice throw to Diggs. 57 seconds and counting. He's at the 1-yard line. Run off to 47. And there's Barkley into the end zone.
So not ideal, but you never say never. Has 3 timeouts. He's gonna need an onside kick. I mean, it's like a 1% chance that he can win this game, but it's not 100% chance that he's gonna lose. Does he have a little magic?
Thank you. Cover up the ball.
I feel like an onside kick in Madden, it's more than magic. It's pure sorcery.
Yeah. Speaking of 1%, I think it's less than that to get an onside kick.
Okay.
Smart move there from Colin and Eli, the veteran. He goes, no need to call timeouts here. This ball game is over. Final snap. And that's your ball game. Young Colin, dominant performance. He'll pocket that $5,000 and he will be the Los Angeles Rams club champion with a 31-21 win over Eli. You see a wry smile there from Colin. Listen, TD, he definitely had a lot go his way in that first quarter, but then he played solidly down the stretch. Maybe gave up a little bit defensively, but still found a way to walk away with a win.
Yeah, he got a little luck to go his way, but you need that. But I was really impressed with his defensive performance. I really was. I thought his lurk was really good. I thought he mixed up his coverage along with the blitz. Eli did not have an answer for that turbo rush. And congratulations to Colin, man. Great performance, especially in that second half. He really locked up on defense to get it done.
And the 20-year-old will be in the club championships in January. On the opposite side, a tough run for Eli. Ran into some unfortunate luck in that first quarter. Found some stuff offensively and definitely showed that he's still a force to be reckoned with in the Madden community.
Yeah, it seems like Eli's in the Rams club finals every year, man. This is a guy that'll be back. He makes deep runs in pretty much all these online tournaments. You always see his name somewhere in the tournament. So 1,000% Eli will be back.
I mean, 818, by the way. Moves to 3-0 here in the clubs. They've got 3 representatives. There's still plenty more 818 members to go, but early start for 818 showing out why they're one of the top crews.
Yeah, I'm going to keep a little sidetrack to see who really is the best crew when this club championship is all said and done. But 8-1-8, super impressive so far, 3-0. And then we still have Kiv later tonight.
I don't know if you heard that, TD. You can hear User rolling his eyes. You can hear User rolling his eyes. Mo is happy to hear about the success for 8-1-8. And for Colin, I mean, what's the scariest part about Colin's game today, TD? He was strong offensively. He was strong defensively. It was a well-rounded battle.
Yeah, he looked great on offense, defense. He got the luck. That's a tough task to beat. Colin has all the talent in the world. I think the sky is the limit for this kid. Like I said earlier, I think he just needs to calm down a little bit, not let the pressure get to him. That's been kind of his arch nemesis. But, man, he is so talented. And I think he can definitely make a run, especially it being online this year in the Final 32.
Well, let us welcome in the new LA Rams club champion. It is 8-1-8's young Colin. Colin, congratulations, my friend.
Thank you.
Talk about this game. You came out with a rocket ship strapped to your back, storm out to that early 21-0 lead, able to hang on in the end. How was your performance overall? What was your mindset going in?
I actually don't think I played that well, especially on offense. I should have got lurked multiple times, and I got fairly lucky that first half. I didn't prepare really for his offense because I knew what he was running, but I didn't know his passing concept. So I was really just hoping he couldn't block the user rush, and I won.
Congrats, Colin, man. I feel like you're a little bit underrated in the Madden community. Do you think this winning the Rams Club Championship, especially versus a good player in Eli, kind of catapults you and it puts some respect on your name?
I don't think so. I think I'm rated fine. I mean, before this game, I've never won a club. I really haven't done anything. So I don't think that I should be respected, quote unquote, because I haven't done anything. So I think if I can string along a couple more wins, then I'd get more respect on my name.
Well, congrats, Colin. Not only do you pocket $5,000 and a spot in January's club championship, we got a special congratulations from somebody pretty special on the Rams. It is Rampage, the Rams mascot. Congrats on your Rams club championship and good luck in the tournament. Whose house? Rams house.